Hi there, Jason Bourne here. Welcome to the first episode of the Know Your Role series. Today's episode I'll be focusing on the Survivor Hacker role, explaining the basics, their ability, some things to avoid, and some potential playstyles that you may find useful. Oh, 1 second.
Oh
No,
wait.
I knew it was gonna happen. I did it anyway.
That's better. Alright, let's get into it. Here we have the hacker, specifically the Survivor Hacker. First things first, there can only be 2 hackers per game. Secondly, you have to be careful because survivors and traders can be hackers. They have an ability that allows them to consume 2 electrical parts to open bunkers or player-activated bridges. They have a 4-minute cooldown in between their abilities. They're a very efficient role at completing objectives when it comes to the part objective. So let's look at some starting tips for this role, because having a good start as a hacker allows you to be a great contribution to the game. First of all, gather your initial wood and stone like you normally would, but before going back to the cabin, I have a habit of getting 2 extra wood and 2 extra stone, so I'm able to create my 2 electrical parts right from the beginning of the game. Alright, now that you're set to go, let's check out what the power station needs for your first objective. And let's hope it's not digging. Alright, let's go find those bunkers. But before you go opening them using your ability, first use the first ability called Use. There's a chance that the door may blast off this bunker, so you don't want to waste your 2 electrical on that. So always check using the regular function before using your ability. To add to that, now that they allow the trader to break bunkers preemptively, you want to use the use ability to see if that bunker is in fact broken before you waste your electronic parts. On another note, it is recommended to travel alone. This will allow you to capitalize on all the loot that you find in the bunkers while not getting backstabbed by someone else who may be a traitor, and there's no use in having a hacker if you have a group with you who can touch all the consoles. Alright, so you've put your parts in the power station. Now what do you do while your ability's on cooldown? What I like to do before my second hacker ability is up, I like to go craft a backpack. That way on the next bunker, you're able to carry a bit more. Now that you have a backpack, it's time to go find that second bunker. Or make sure your team's still alive. Alright, I see you've chosen the bunker route. Me as well. I'm sure they're fine. Were they ever okay in the first place? We'll never know. Typically for my second or third bunker, depending how far away it is, I like to start gearing up. The first objective, with the contributions of the other survivors with closer bunkers, the first objective should be completed. And if not, it's time to put your gun in a few people's faces and find out what's going on around here. Am I right? Alright, so I'll finish up on things to avoid as a hacker, especially if you're going off on your own and you're not present within the group. What happens is when you return to the cabin and you do not have parts or anything that supports the survivor team, you're probably already exiled or going to get exiled. So you want to be able to bring something back that helps the survivors. That leads into my next point, which is do not anonymously contribute your parts. You want someone to see you or hear you put those parts into the power station. No one is going to know you just brought back 9 parts and put them in yourself. They're just going to know that you've been gone for the last like 5-10 minutes. Additionally, I would avoid announcing you're a hacker at the beginning of the game. Traders will see this as someone who's about to go wander off on their own, typically. And either as a solo or a duo, they'll just find you and just track you down and kill you. And that's why the next point is avoid traveling in groups or duos. If you're trying to utilize your ability, you don't need other people there. If anyone's near you at that point, they're probably trying to kill you. And that leads to the final point of avoid being solo the entire game. Once you've gathered enough bunkers, you typically have everything you need. And at that point you need to stick with your team and help do either the next objective or providing safety in numbers. Now on to some playstyles you can use as the hacker. As we went over before, you can be objective oriented. That is very powerful. It allows you to get solo cipher codes or solo resources. With the cipher as well, if the other group has come back with a sabotage number, you will always know that your number is correct because you're the only one that's been in the bunker. You can call out those deceptions fairly early. And that brings us to the lookout towers. You are now capable of being 4 times stronger than a regular defector in about 2/3 of the time. These towers will only be in the game during this map. They will be in the northeast, the northwest, and the south. Now let's look at the northeast tower. The fastest way to the northeast tower is blocked by a wall. This wall is able to be blown up, but as a solo hacker, you'll probably be taking the north passageway or the east passageway. There is one thing to be cautious of when attempting to open this tower, and that is the 3 black wolves guarding the console, as this nice little sign warns us of. And here they are. Oh, and that's done. Now let's open this tower. This tower is able to be broken by the traitor, and it is not able to be a wolf bunker that explodes freely. Now as you see here, as all the crates are being opened, basically any type of item can be found in these crates. The list of possible items is off to the side here. Each crate will have at least one 7% energy drink. However, they did quickly remove the potential to receive an explosive crossbow. Thank God. Alright, let's go check out the northwest tower. As you see here, the same concept as the northeast tower. There's a wall blocking the way, but you still have access to the tower without exploding this wall through the north side and the southwest side. Now this tower is slightly harder to open due to the 3 white wolves guarding the entrance. You will have to kill them in order to get access to the consoles. And once again, this tower can be broken by the traitor, and it will not be a wolf bunker. And as you see here, I'm receiving about the same loot as the other tower, except I received the semi-automatic rifle over the shotgun. Alright, now that we're feeling pretty strong here, let's go check out the south tower. So unlike the northeast and the northwest towers, this one does not have a wall that is blocking it that you can blow up. It does have a gigantic rock in the way, but someone forgot to load it up with dynamite, so you have to walk around it. This tower is a lot less visited, so I'll show you the route that I took to reach it. Of the 3 towers, this is the safest tower to take, as there are no wolves guarding it. However, that does allow the traitor to have easy access to sabotaging it, without any clear evidence that they were ever there. Once again, this cannot be a wolf bunker. Now with the combination of the 3 towers, this gives you a fairly great advantage over the rest of the game within the first 10 minutes, and can easily allow the hacker to become the most powerful role in this scenario, as their max HP reaches 1,840. And at this point, you can basically do whatever you want. It's time to go finish the game, I guess. So there you have it, the hacker role.
Right this way, you maverick renegade.
Alright, thanks for sticking through it. This is the first video of the Know Your Role series. Feel free to subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Alright, have a good one.